Good morning. Today is Friday, and we've been putting in the work this week. I am so proud of each of you for courageously concentrating every day on each of your assignments. We are going to end this week on a fantastic note. Let's get started with the morning announcement.
Good morning, Scenic Hills Elementary students and staff. Please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, and liberty with justice for all. Good morning, Scenic Hills Elementary students and staff.
Go.
Bobcats affirmation. Bobcats are powerful. I think positively. I take ownership for my actions. I make wise choices. I am so excited about new learning. I will reach my goals. I forgive others and myself. I am understanding of differences. I am a leader. I am a Bobcat. Please pause for a moment of silence.
Thank you so much for remembering our school-wide rules of being respectful, responsible, and ready to learn, and following our Zone Zero rule in the hallway, as all classes have been able to continue learning when you are moving to the restroom, to support, and to lunch. We'll continue to watch today to see if we have earned a treat day this week. In our school-wide events and activities, scholars, it is time for our daily attendance check-in. And on yesterday, we met our attendance goal because remember, 93% is our goal, and we were at 93.9%. I may have to give us something a little extra today because we met our attendance goal. But which grade levels are in our top 3? Let's find out now. Coming in third place with an attendance rate of 93.4% and beating out that next grade level by 0.2% is our grade 5 scholars in third place. And in second place, we have with 93.5%. That means that you are in second place by 1/10 of a point is our grade K scholars. And with only 3/10 of a point higher than our second place, our highest attendance rate for this day goes to our grade 4 scholars. Scholars, you are doing an amazing job. As a matter of fact, we have 4 grade levels who have an attendance rate of 93% or higher. That is amazing. But you know what? I'm going to go and check because I need to know where pre-K is, and let's see what their attendance rate is. I think that might make a few shifts in our attendance roundup on Monday. Pre-K, don't you let them beat you. Come on. Come on in. Be with us, because third grade and first grade are only 1 percentage point behind, in the high 90s. So I know that pre-K is coming for all of you, because they want to be number one too. As scholars, each and every day we go over your attendance. Today I want to spotlight some staff who have had perfect attendance for either one of our 20-day periods or both. Today we are celebrating Miss Barrow, who had perfect attendance during our second 20-day period. Mr. Broadway is also an attendance superstar with perfect attendance during our second 20-day period. Dr. Cavanis, or Dr. C as we call her, has had perfect attendance for the entire school year so far. Congratulations. Miss Devers has had perfect attendance for the second 20-day period. Mr. Fields had perfect attendance during our second 20-day period. Miss Ford had perfect attendance during our second 20-day period. Our grade 4 teacher, Mrs. Woodard, has had perfect attendance for the entire school year thus far. She is an attendance superstar. Miss Moore in pre-K had perfect attendance for the second 20-day period. Miss Odell has had perfect attendance all school year. Congratulations, attendance superstar. Miss Shelley in grade 3 has been at the Hill every day so far this school year. She is an attendance superstar. Mr. Taylor, or Coach Taylor as we call him, has been at the Hill every single day this school year. He is an attendance superstar. Miss Walker in pre-K has been at the Hill every single day that you have been at school. That makes her an attendance superstar. Mr. Hill has not missed a day during the first or the second 20-day period. That makes him an attendance superstar. Miss Tally had perfect attendance the first and second 20-day period. That makes her one of our attendance superstars. Miss Troxler in pre-K has been in attendance every day since the first day of school. That makes her an attendance superstar 2 times for both 20-day periods. And rounding out our staff attendance superstars is none other than our newest Bobcat teacher, Miss Strickland. She had perfect attendance for the second 20-day period. That means she has been at the Hill every day since we hired her. Congratulations to all 15 of the staff who were attendance superstars. Remember, for each 20-day period that you are present teachers, you are able to select one of those 4 prizes in GroupMe. So some people, I owe you 2 gifts. Isn't that nice? We'll be announcing the third 20-day period in a few days. In other school-wide events and activities, Bobcat Scholars, I hope that you remember that today is Spirit Day. I hope you broke out your best Bobcat gear or just wore blue and white to show your Bobcat pride. In addition to this weekend, we have 2 neighborhood events that you could go to and have a little fun. The first is that our adopter, Scenic Hills Methodist Church, is having a free event on Saturday from 3 until 5. It is a trunk or treat fall festival. They will have candy, hot dogs, cakewalk, and they are taking up donations for the food pantry. Do you know that they donate snacks to the Hill? And some of the things that they are taking up might just be for our school. So make sure that you tell your family that Saturday, this is a free event for everyone to go to. We are also celebrating on Sunday the bicentennial, that is 200 years of our community of Raleigh. So there is a free celebration that begins at 1 p.m. where they're going to have food trucks, hot air balloons, music, games, all kinds of things. And this will take place on Austin P. If at the Raleigh Springs Civic Center, tell your parents it's where the old Raleigh Springs Mall used to be. They'll know exactly where that is. Or just send them back to the morning announcements and they can find all of the information for this event. We were invited to this event by board member Love, who pays for a lot of our treats, the mats that you actually walk on when you are walking in the building and have to dry your feet off, when it is wet, for the pavilion that you play under when you go outside, and so many more things. And she invited us to this event. And thirdly, we are still working on our iReady teacher assigned lessons because we want to make sure that we are building our brilliance each and every day. And now, scholars, we know that the questions on your teacher assigned lessons are a little bit difficult. These are the questions for the things that you are learning in class. And so what we're trying to do is figure out which things we need to help you learn so that when you take those other tests that people give you, all they can say is just how brilliant our Bobcats are. And so we are working hard so that we can see what you need to learn. We don't expect for you to make a 100 on each of the lessons, but we do expect for you to try your hardest so that we can see what you know and what are other things we need to go back and help you with. In other school-wide events and activities, remember we are in our third week of participation in the Memphis Hustle's Reading Cubs Club. Teachers, we'd love to feature some scholars who have been coloring in their reading logs. If you have some scholars who have been keeping up with their minutes, meeting their goals of their 20 minutes of reading for pre-K, K, and 1, and their 30 minutes for our scholars in grades 2 through 5. Please snap a picture and send it in so that we can feature them on the morning announcements. If you haven't already done so, make sure that your class gets your ceiling tile from Mr. Smith because we want to have all of our ceiling tiles up before we leave for Thanksgiving break. And lastly, in our school-wide events and activities, scholars, we have been doing our fundraiser for almost 3 weeks. If you have been collecting money, we are ready to receive that money so that we can send it in and start getting your Moon Pie deliveries. So, we will collect money every Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. So make sure, remember that people have to give you cash or they have to give you a money order. And we will collect those and send those in so that your moon pies can be delivered. Remember, our goal is for every student to sell at least $50 worth of moon pies.
3GC Literacy Pledge. I promise to read each day and each night. I know it's the key to grow up right. I read to myself, I read to the crowd. It makes no difference if silent or loud. I read at my desk, at home, and at school, on a beanbag or a bed, by a fire or pool. Each book that I read puts smarts in my head, because rain grows more thoughts, the more they are fed. Come rain or come shine, snow, wind, or sleet, each day of the week, It's not a big deal. We like to read and write our names. If you study hard, you can do the same. Go Bobcats! Go Bobcats! Go Bobcats! Go Bobcats! Go Bobcats!
We don't have any birthdays today, but tomorrow maybe we'll have a birthday or two. See you soon. We don't have any birthdays today, but tomorrow maybe we'll have a birthday or two. See you soon.
All right, scholars, it is time for our hard facts. Now we are going to mix it up today. We have been doing multiplication, but today you must be ready. Today we will be doing addition, subtraction, and multiplication. Are you ready? Let's get started. All right, scholars, are you ready? Just remember, 3 seconds only. And the addition, subtraction, and multiplication facts. Let's go. 820.
19 minus 9. 10. Kiss your brain if you got that one correct. Now, scholars, let's look very closely on the screen. You will see 9 minus 9. Anytime you subtract the same number, the answer is going to be 0. And once you got that, all you had to do was bring down your 1. Now, you could have also counted down backwards from 19 and taken away 9 to see which number you would get. Let's do it together. 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10. Awesome job. 700 times 0. 0. Give yourself a pat on the back if you remembered our rule about zeros. I hope you did not allow Miss White to trick you because I made it a bigger number. Remember, it doesn't matter how big it is. If you're multiplying by 0, the answer will always be 0. Our Mover of Mountains recipient for the month of September is none other than our instructional facilitator, Mrs. April Brooks. At the beginning of the school year, we did not have a grade 4 teacher. Mrs. Brooks stepped in. She not only taught the students, she stayed and did parent-teacher conferences. She helped to onboard Miss Strickland, and she is still coaching her today. And she pulls out some of those same students and tutors them as well as some 5th grade students each and every day. And this is on top of her regular daytime duties. It is for this reason and so many more that we have awarded her as a Mover of Mountain recipient. We will meet our other recipients on Monday. International Holiday Spotlight. Today is National New Friends Day. How many friends have you made that you did not have on last year? Now I want you to look around the room. Your challenge for today is, which classmate will you begin a new friendship with today? Maybe you could sit by someone new at lunch. Maybe you could play with someone new during recess. Who could you make friends with today? In our students in the spotlight. Today we are shining a light on our grade 5 scholars in Miss Somerville and Miss Ford's class. These scholars went on their first field trip on yesterday. We went to the FedEx Forum to the Student Freedom Awards. And when I say that these scholars represented the Hill well, we are beyond proud of them. We had a good time dancing and singing, and we met a few civil rights heroes and a certain person named Spike Lee. We got to see him, hear him speak. We were so close we could almost touch him. Not only that, but Miss White was even able to see my nephew get the Student Freedom Award. It was a phenomenal trip. Thank you, grade 5 scholars, for representing the Hill well. Today's Read Aloud scholars, can you believe it? We are on the very last chapter of Superfudge. What other things will Fudge get into today? Well, think about the predictions that you wrote down or you thought about a couple of days ago. Today you will find out if any of your predictions come true. Today's chapter is 19 minutes and 27 seconds long, so teachers will need to start this book about 2:45 so that scholars have time to finish it before we start the dismissal process. In addition to our read aloud, we have our numbers from 1 to 10 for our pre-K and K scholars. We also have subtraction and addition up to 10, which our kindergarten scholars, some of them should be ready for as well as our grade 1 scholars. We also have our strategies for adding up to 100 for our scholars in grades 2 and 3, and we have our partial quotient division strategy for our scholars in grades 4 and 5. Scholars, it's Friday. We haven't had a treat this week, so I don't even have to tell you what today is. Now, I don't know what happened on yesterday because I was on a field trip with our fabulous 5th graders, but I hope that you were following the 3R approach because you will hate to miss today's good behavior treat. If I were you, I'd make sure that I was doing every single thing that the teacher said, so maybe they'll give you another chance. Otherwise, we'll be enjoying some snacks without you this week. And I need you to think about how we only have 3 rules: to be respectful, responsible, and ready to learn, and how you can turn your behavior around for next week. See you soon. Remember, every day we're building brilliant Bobcats because we are raising the bar by believing in ourselves, achieving our goals, and reimagining our future.